Well, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one. Between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54, and away we go on EA Sports. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll start with one on the ground, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now it's Trubisky, and that is intercepted, or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Trubisky to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there for KC. 47 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And somebody
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now here comes Kansas City. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Blue, blue. Red, up.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
18. 180.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him to first before he's brought down. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
They run with Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Gotta go. Watch the motion.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Butker is good. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now he'll let it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And now here comes Kansas City. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Take 2 of them.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Bell. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Now Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger keeps it, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to wrap things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Those defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And this is going to be incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A screen to Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Snickers, you gotta spin. Gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Now Bell. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, 18.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
18.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think
it's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Set up. 180. Ran, up. Ran, up.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. Run the ball after this.
Trubisky to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Y'all know his name? Hey, yo, Mac, ladies and gentlemen, C5. Oh! Wayne time. Oh! Yeah. Zone. Let me see your shoulders work. I mean, I don't know what y'all came here to do, but, if you ain't got a lighter, what for? We hot.
What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. You a roughneck, I'm a cutthroat. You a tough guy, that's enough jokes. Then the sun died, the night is young though. The diamonds still shine, in the rough. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, where the ones go? It's a show, put you front row. Talking bro, let your tongue show. Money over and above, that is still my favorite love quote. Put the aside, what the for? I sleep with the and she don't snow. What the yo? Where the love go? Trade the ski mask for the it's a bath. Where the suns go? It's a Swiss beat. That'll drums go. If she's iffy, that'll go. If she's simp, double cup toast. I got a duffel full of hundos. That'll love go. Where's the uproar? What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. Get the though. I don't bluff, bro. I come out the scuffle without a scuffle. Bro, I don't though. Yellow diamonds up close, catch a sunstroke at your front door with a store. Knock, knock, who's there is how it won't go. Just the jungle, so have the utmost for the nutsos. And we nuts so, what the bro? Where I'm from, bro. We grow up fast, we roll up slow. We throw up, she throw up. Dreadlock, ain't time like you don't know. Put the in the bag like a lawnmower. Head pull back like a cornrow. Extra in the stash like a console. Listening to Bono, you listen to Dono. What the bro? Where the love go? Swizzy, he the chef. I like my lunch gross. Just look up, bro. That'll scuds go. I see the. But where did bro go? To the unknown. Only way he coming back is through his unborns. If you see what's in my bag, think I'm a lord. It's empty when I give it back. Now where's the uproar? What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo.
Hey. Okay. Pocket through big day sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket through big day sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket through big day sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about $1. More money mean more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Gotta get it, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakish. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus C-dip. Echo back with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new hope. Deliver new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Look at you go. Okay, you got it. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bumming. Look.
Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte back, looking clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might frisk me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah,
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win.
Yeah.
Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
Yeah.
Big J Rock go. On 10, 10, 10, 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Matt Black 2 dough. Jump in. You might wanna keep score. I win. 4-arm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans for staying rich. I been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Park CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah,
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win.
Yeah.
Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't. Win. Start chasing that. Win.
Yeah.
You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like drow side. I got the bow side and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my know some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field. Duck hunt. Hit my just the. And he was like, boop. Here. Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no mileage, baby. But no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce Line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the 12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
Yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win.
Yeah.
Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't. Win. Start chasing that. Win.
Yeah.
I'm the big homie now. Don't forget that. I'm the big homie now. I got my spunk, Louis Vuitton, truck in the front. What are you doing? I look so good. Don't call me She wanna this and I'm Buick. I pull it up. They wanna we gon' get. What are we doing? I got a crib. They gon' get to it. I got a to my family, straight out of Clayco. Thought I was sweet, just like a Fago, but I had all on my payroll. Watch how I move, just like a rayon. 64 chain, just like a crayon. I bought a hat, one with the Aeon. Put on, told her to stay on. I had a paper tag on 3 on. I had the top drop with the free on. I told them Deuce one like Dion. I say Deuce one like Dion. I go Bruce Wayne on your peon. Shit, with the Falcon true. Had more than a lineman. I should got a Heisman too. Sugar, they hiking that. Hike, check like a Nike hat. Yo, I got the Midas pack. Told her be quiet, relax. I got my on the other line. I'm not bipolar, but borderline. I just might switch lane, drop it off, go back, get. That's all she want, hot wing. For some hot wing, for American deli. For some eye cream, she just want her 20-piece. All flats with the lemon pepper. I was the first one to put her in a fur clad. Get you together. They never flow before. Try to come through security with some tennis shoes on. Take off real big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. That big boss music, big boss music. That big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, you better get used to it. Ain't no falling off, going straight up. You better get used to it. I need a raise, ain't taking pay cuts. You better get used to it. 100 for a verse, 100 for a show. You better get used to it. Every 10 on the mill on the low. I'm all about the bag, no need to brag. Ring cost a jag, dressed to the back like a shag. Like in a mag, I'm all up and down. They calling me Flair, they calling me DiBiase. My girl ball like Churashi. 2 chains time Versace. They don't sell them in Foot Locker. Curve game on blue blocker. Southside with an F. F stand for a few options. Dealership on do auctions. Clothes, I need a new closet. My new watch is Moonwalk. This something I don't do often. They never flow before. Try to come through security with some tennis shoes on. Take off real big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music.
I'm the big homie
that big
now.
boss music, big boss music.
I'm the big homie.
That big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music.
I'm the big homie now. Yeah. I'm the big homie now.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my Benz, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money, I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. Know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros.
Don't you when no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models, it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah.
Shorty oughta been my me. Ooh yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left. Yeah, did.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Dimes, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
I like when birds come out. Sounds like I seats in that. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LAD low to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam on the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk to chat. They step on the rock, I'm at. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs for the. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the ape man. I live with birds come out. Sounds like I see it in that. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to bed.